Hi, Patrick here from Have Cheetah Will View, and we are doing a contest entry today for our good friend and fellow, our brother in arms, Sean Blu Digi. That's right. Um, Sean is getting close to 900 subs, but he's said since he didn't do a giveaway for 800 subs, he's retroing it back and doing that now. So this is for Sean's 800 sub giveaway. So he asked us three questions. Um, and the first question he asked us is, what of our favorite movies that we've seen this year? Now, anybody that knows me knows that I'm not really up to date on the latest and the newest and the greatest releases. If you look at my letterbox, there's a lot of older films or whatnot. I don't have access to the newer releases since I don't really do streaming so much, but more of that in a minute. I don't do streaming so much, and nor do I nor do I go to the show very much. So a lot of the recent movies I depend on the library. If it comes out to the library, I snag it. Uh, but the two movies I'm going to mention, they are screeners. They're screeners, which means that they were sent to me to watch and review, and one was sent to me so I could do a review, interview based on it. And so the two movies that I've liked so far this year, actually, I'm going to go with three. I got to go with three. I know he said one, but I'm doing three because there's three that really stand out. Number one would be Ditched. That is a bonkers movie. Uh, Awesome movie. I saw some. A Devil's Advocate reviewer say that this movie wasn't very good, but it's more one of those attention grabbers. Because anybody who's seen this movie will have to agree it's a kick in the teeth. It's a good one. If you like movies like Saw, um, without the gratuitous traps, yeah, you would like Ditched, and it comes with a really good story as well. Uh, that actually should be released on hard copy by the time I'm doing this video. You should be able to get that on Amazon. It's out. The second movie I will mention that me and the Cheetah and liked a lot is The Children of Sin, directed by our good friend Christopher Moore and starring the lovely Meredith Muller. Um, I know that NBC Universal just came out with a big star movie called They and Them. Um, yeah, okay, that's network right there. That's not going to have the punch or the impact as this indie film does. Children of Sin is covering the territory first and doing a much better job at it. Children of Sin is a movie that you won't forget. It is raw, it is gritty, it has an excellent villain in it. Um, some very harrowing scenes as well. A couple of scenes put me on the edge of my seat, which never really ever happens for me. But watching it, I'm there like, gripping the, because it's a very powerful scene, and it's one that gives you the heebie-jeebies. It's an excellent film, great performances. Hopefully, it's on Tubi, so if you want to check it out, just you can for free. Children of Sin. I'm not sure when it's going to get a physical release. I know that Christopher Moore was working on that when we talked last. But Children of Sin is definitely the second movie as far as the movie three movies I really liked this year. And the third movie that I've watched this year did come out a couple years ago, and that is The Nightingale, written and directed by Jennifer Kent, who also did The Babadook. We watched The Nightingale as part of the IFC Midnights, and that movie is amazing. It's flat out amazing. Uh, it's not a strict horror. It has horror elements to it, but it's more historical. It sort of has the same vibe in a lot of ways as another IFC Midnight movie that I've talked about a lot on my channel, and we also did it on the IFC Midnights, and that's the Devil's Doorway. Combine historical fact with well, the Nightingale is more based on historical fact, though so is the Devil's Doorway, but that one has a supernatural element to it, whereas the Nightingale is just almost like a period piece. It's almost a historical piece. And those are the three movies that I've watched this year that if I had to name my top three, those would be it. Next, Sean asked us what has been our favorite physical release that we've gotten so far. And where do I start? I'll start at the very top. And I'm really embarrassed to say I misplaced this, but that's because I'm so freaking unorganized. But my favorite release so far that I've gotten has been Cyrano. And I was gifted that by Katie, our fellow midnighter, midnight hour person, our friend. She gave me a copy of Cyrano, and so that's been my favorite physical release. Now, the only reason why it's not in my top three is because I haven't watched it yet. I'm getting there, trust me. I misplaced it, otherwise I would show you it. I'm really embarrassed by that, and I really do apologize to you, Katie, for that. But that's the one movie, the physical release, that's been my favorite. Next, Sean asked us to at least shout out at least one YouTuber. I'll shout out more than that. I'll shout out a couple here, 2 or 3. The first one, as always, and shouldn't be any surprise who I'll have to shout out. I have to give a shout out to Hobbs Horror. Because without Hobbs Horror, I wouldn't be here having this much fun. I wouldn't be getting all psyched up for this Spooktacular 2022. Him and I we launched the Midnight Hour together. That's our, it's our creation, and we've had so much fun on it. We've had guests on there. We've seen other people come up there and just take off. Hobbs has a real gift to be able to walk in any community, and so I will have to give a shout out to my good friend Josh, and he even puts up with me when I give him shit about the Bengals, even though they did go to the Super Bowl last year, and they're going to go again this year too. So yeah, I love Josh like a brother. He's a great guy, and of course his channel will be down below. Next, I'll talk is my good friend Betty. I am Betty J. Gathers. I have to talk about Betty because her and I have become confidants in crime. I really enjoy Betty a great deal. She offers a lot of wisdom, and she's very patient. She's very kind, and she's not afraid to speak her mind, which is, anybody knows me knows I like that. She's able to speak her mind and also hear what you have to say too. There's a lot of people out there that can't handle that action. They like to talk, but they can't hear. And Betty can do both. And that's really what I really like about her. She's a terrific person, a terrific human being, and that's the second channel I'll shout out. The third channel, of course, I have to do 3. And of course, I'll send you the signal of what my third channel is going to be. That's right. I got to talk about my main man, Al Lucard, the Bat. So he is the co-host of the Midnight Society with me on every Sunday. Him and I have a hell of a lot of fun doing our show together. I'm super psyched. Sundays have become really appointment TV for me as far as YouTube goes. We talk about what we're going to do, and then you sit back and let it hurry up to get to you. I love it. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. He's extremely intelligent. His love of movies, his knowledge of movies is tremendous. His family really support. They're all tremendous people as well. Betty, June, and Vanessa are just amazing people. They support everything he does, and in return, they support everything that we do on Sundays with the Midnight Society, and just terrific human beings. And those are the 3 people I would shout out. I could do a hell of a lot more, Sean, and you know that, including yourself. But I just limited down to 3. Otherwise, I run out of battery before I would be finished. Um, so those are my answers for the contest. Sean, I'm so happy you're back. You have no idea. Uh, you really don't have any idea how much you were missed and how much people worried about you. I can tell you this without any shame that me and we talked a lot. Me and Hobbs, we were always worried about you. We wanted you to come back. You're part of the midnight hour. You always have a place with us, and anything that we do. You're just a really great human being, and congratulations on getting to 900 for sure. Yeah, you will be hitting 1,000. I'm sure of that as well. Um, Thank you for doing this contest, and it's an honor to be a part of it. Even though I'm probably going to finish second or third after Hobbs, because Hobbs is going to win the damn thing. Um, but thanks again for letting me do this, and we will talk at you soon. Peace.